Yeah, we back. Tell a friend. It's no more closets. Let's get it in. It's no more closets, bitch. Tell a friend. It's no more closets in this bitch. No more closets in this bitch. We here to win. Tell a friend. It's no more closets. We here to win. It's Posy Vibes. Posy Vibes. Posy Vibes on the vibe. Okay. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's poppin'? What's good? It's your boy, the Petty Poet, aka Cece, aka Chris, aka Miss Honey. Miss Honey. Or Shortcut Shawty, or whatever it is I'm known by to you. I have so many aliases. Maybe I need to name my album Alias. But what's up? We are back with No More Closets, and this is episode 2. I'm sorry for the delay. I know y'all been waiting on it. I know you've been waiting. You see the shirt. You've been waiting, but it was delayed. I was out of town, and then when I came back, I was sick. But we back again. We here to win. It's No More Closets, bitch. Tell your friends, hey, or get some new ones. Anywho, so what's up, y'all? We are back. We gonna jump straight on in. Y'all know I'll talk forever, so we gonna get straight into it because I got an episode packed for you. So, excuse me, I'm getting over being sick, child. This is the first day I was able to get up, be cute-ish, and get this episode out the way. So, before I jump in, anybody else that's out there sick, if you are going through a rough time right now, if your money funny, if shit ain't right, ain't going right, ain't aligning right, if you're going through a breakup, a divorce, if you lost a loved one or lost an animal or lost just anything that does not have you at your 100% positive vibe self, I'm sending love and light out to you right now. I hope you feel my energy. I'm sending you good positive vibes. And just know you're not in it alone. You know, a lot of people are going through 2025 has been for some people. It's been a breeze for some people. It's definitely breezing by. But you're gonna make it. Just keep your head up, keep your vibes high, and just remember to you can only control what you can control. If things are out of your control, I mean, ain't nothing you can do. What did Donna McKirkland say? After you done all you can, you just stand. That's it. That's all you can do. Sometimes God tests us to see if we can sit in it. So this may be your sit in it season. So sit in it and just stay faithful, stay prayed up, meditate, drink your water, eat your veggies, and keep it pushing. So we're going to keep going. So, my Man Crush Monday. My Man Crush Monday. I had to think long and hard on this one, but the answer was obvious. I know some of y'all expected me to say Drake, but not this week. That's my Man Crush every day, baby. Shout out to SWB. My Man Crush Monday is Shabuzi. Why, you may ask? Well, the Met Gala just passed. I think it was on Monday. I'm recording this on Wednesday the 7th, so I don't know when you're gonna watch this, but whenever you watch it, the Met Gala just passed, and baby, the outfit was alright. To be honest, I can't even remember the outfit, but baby, when he stepped out and he put his hands over, his front, I was like, oh my God. He walking like that thing swinging, baby. Ooh, baby, Shabuzi sent just lustful chills down my body. And then he did a little turn to the side and revealed that little junk in the trunk. Yes, I'm a bottom, but I ass watch. Judge your mama, don't judge me. But so shout out to Shabuzi, black man doing country. Shout out, cause baby, ooh, that's a tall glass of water right there. God, I just know that thing swinging. Okay, anywho. Mama, if you watching, sorry girl, let me do my thing. My Woman Crush Wednesday is, I know y'all was expecting me to say B, but that's my woman crush, not this week. My woman crush every day is my mama. My Woman Crush Wednesday is my friend Nicole because her birthday is this weekend. So shout out to you, Nicole. She watched my dog for me while I was out of town, and Nicole is a friend that Nicole always show up for me. I got friends that always show up for me for real, but like since I've been in Atlanta, Nicole always show up for me. She always show up. She may be late. Even if she late, I don't even care. She always show up for me. It never fails. It never fails. Like she's there. If I needed to talk to Nicole, I know she would be that ear for me to talk to. Even when I wanted to do my past, present, and future episode that y'all didn't get to see, you know, she was like, I don't know how much I can really contribute, but I'm down to do it. And she did it, like, no problem. It was just, you're an amazing friend. So thank you so much, Nicole. Love and light out to you. I hope you have a fantastic birthday. And yeah, I'll see you at the cookout next month, girl. So we're gonna keep it pushing. No, I still don't have a drink of the week because I've been sick. So, but if you are sick, the drink for you is a hot toddy. Get you some Theraflu, pour you a little Henny in there because y'all know I'm a Henny drinker. And yeah. But if you ain't sick, water. Drink more water. Can never go wrong. The stone of the week, which I have posted on my TikTok, so I'm not going to go into full detail, is aquamarine. If you can see it. So yeah, go check out the stone of the week. Aquamarine is number 5. We in the month of May, so it fits. It represents clarity and compromise. And is associated with the element of water. It's the birthstone of March. So I ain't gonna keep talking too much because y'all need to go watch that video if you want the full scoop on aquamarine. Go get you one. So we gonna keep it rolling. So, couple messages. The quote of the week is, you don't get harmony when everybody sings the same note. And that is by Douglas Floyd. So, it's card number 11. So, you know, check that out. Adjusting our perspective and modifying our position allows us to disregard differences and move forward in tune with others. Be wary of always making adjustments for the common good. Harmony is not achieved in isolation. It requires a resonance or participation with others linked by time, rhythm, or agreement. So if that resonates with you, it resonates with you. So a couple messages that popped out is, fuck, shit is about to get real. But you need your people around. So if you're going through a hard time, reach out to your people for real. I know sometimes we don't always have people we can reach out to or people that understand, but if you have at least one person that can help resonate or that you can vent to, reach out to them. Hopefully they're not going through too and can be there for you. Because sometimes, you know, we be going through our own shit. So, you know, you can't always rely on your reliable person. That don't make them a bad friend. That just mean they're going through shit too. They broke your heart. Fuck them. So if you're going through a breakup or a divorce right now, everything happens for a reason. Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Fuck them. And don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky little bastards. So when it comes to our mind, one thing that stagnates our manifestations is the thoughts we have. 10:15 on the timer. So check out that angel number. That might resonate with you. You gotta constantly be conscious and aware of your thoughts. You have to know it's going to work out in your favor. You can't just hope. You got to know it and you got to believe it with everything in you. Watch your thoughts. It's important. So Um, as you can see, I'm wearing my Cowboy Carter in the Rodeo Chitlin Circuit shirt that I had made, and I didn't make it, I had it made, and shout out Sheen, but I love it. I went to the opening show. It's haters out there mad. I don't give a fuck. I had an amazing time. I'll have a video on that later. So let's get into this episode. Cheetahs. Cheetah, pumpkin eater. So I reached out to a couple friends. I don't know why this topic was heavy on me about the concept of cheating and all that comes with it. And not just being cheated on, but people that have cheated, people that have done both, and then people that have participated willingly or unwillingly in third party situations. So I reached out to a few friends to get their input on it because I have been through all, so I can relate to all. So I'm going to give you my personal reflections, and I'm going to give you that of my people. So y'all ready? Let's go. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with being cheated on. Now listen, I know this is a trigger warning. I know this is triggering for some people, but sometimes, facing these questions and these thoughts and, these acts helps us heal and move forward. So let's go ahead and get into it. No one likes to be cheated on. It's not fun. It's not pleasant. It really kind of fucks with your mental and your self-worth. So anybody that has ever been cheated on, my heart goes out to you. I've been cheated on numerous times. And let's just go ahead and get into it. So some of the questions that I asked was, did you stay when you were cheated on? So now, and there's no shame in this, because a lot of people do stay for whatever reason. Some of us don't, some of us do. Out of the people I asked, 5 of them said yes, they did stay. One said it was a long distance relationship, so I didn't have to see him every day. And plus he paid my bills, so he stayed. 3 of them said no, but they went back. Another one said she heard him out after a few weeks, but he didn't want to act right, so the relationship inevitably ended. So we stayed for whatever reason because we feel, we can fix the person. Maybe it'll be this one time. Me personally, I did stay each time I was cheated on. Why did I stay? I stayed because I wanted my relationship and I thought that things would get better. Mainly, to be honest, I stayed because I didn't know my own self-worth and I thought that I couldn't get better. So in each situation, I've grown up. Did it happen more than once? 3 people said yes. One person, a few said no. They had no proof or receipts, and then one person said they didn't care to know after he found out. So, it happened more than once. Did you react like you thought you would? So now, a lot of people be like, oh, if I find out my man cheating on me, I'ma do this, I'ma do that, and da 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 da. And then you can't always say what you'll do until you're in a situation for real and your emotions are tied to it. So don't be so quick to judge. Some people said no. They didn't react the way they thought they would. They said they should have whipped her ass. She said she should have whipped her ass. And one person said he almost broke the door down. I guess he didn't expect him to be so angry. Some people say yes, they reacted. One person said she wanted to kill his ass. I needed answers ASAP. Another person said definitely did. Cussing, fussing, trying to fight. I was in my 20s. We don't judge. And that's right, sis. We don't judge. Yes, being in therapy allows you to understand multiple scenarios. My request was if you were wanting to be intimate with someone, let me know. Maybe I want to do it too. Just don't take my voice away. I respect that. I really, really respect that. Was there a reason given for the cheating? 4 people said no. They said no valid reason. He just said he was stupid for cheating. Another person said didn't ask, didn't want to know. Another person said he lied until he couldn't contact me. He drove 6 hours to pop up crying, talking about he couldn't do life without me. Child. And then 2 people said yes, a reason was given, but they didn't go into detail. Did you want to know? Now, some people don't want to know the reason. They either just leave or they just don't want to know. And what's the reason? BS. 4 people said yes, they wanted to know. One person said it was BS. Another person said they always want to know. Another person said, hell yeah, I'm nosy as fuck. The response was BS in my personal opinion. The only thing I respect in that last conversation was, I can't love you the way I know you deserve to be loved. And then one person said no, they didn't want to know the reason. What did I want to know? I did want to know, but I don't feel like the reasons that I got were reflected back on me. I was the reason, at least in my first marriage. My ex-husband, he pretty much said the reasons he cheated were my fault. They were my fault. So, what, how did you deal, how did you deal and heal? How did you deal with it and how did you heal from being cheated on? So, leaving and taking time out and to find out that I'm her. Yes, you are her. You are that girl, period. Prayer, therapy, weed, casual hookups, distractions. Another person said partying and meeting new people. One person said I cheated to see why they did. One person said moved on and found someone that showed me my worth, period. Another person said he listened to a lot of Christina Aguilera Fighter. Makes me a little bit stronger. Yes, thanks for making me a fighter. Okay. I just healed 4 years ago. This happened in 2009. I lost everything, my job, car, myself, and then I got back on my feet. So it sounds like she slowly healed and got back to herself. Funny story about Fighter though. I got drunk off of a Four Loko and I hit one of my exes up and text him, thanks for making me a fighter. And I passed out, woke up on the floor and he wrote back, huh? And I just ignored it. I didn't even respond. So have you healed? 3 people said yes. 4 people said no. One person just said no. One person said low key, I don't think so. I'm guarded and I don't want to be caught slipping. Another person said not 100%. I'm against relationships and being hurt again. Another person says I've gotten past it, but I think everyone has a fear. And I think that too. Once you've been cheated on once and your trust has been violated and the relationship has been tainted, even in that situation and going into future situations, you always kind of have that little twitch when something ain't right. Sometimes we pick red flags out of nowhere and then sometimes they're valid. So have you forgiven them? Now this is a big one. So 6 people said yes. I had to mentally let go. We were friends for a while. And then another said, not a major thought. If I see them, I can speak and walk away. One person said no. Forgiven, I can't bring myself to. I've tried. Now, forgiveness, and I know this is a touchy subject, but forgiveness is really not for the other person. It's really for yourself and you moving past it and you progressing with your life, releasing. You don't have to forgive and then just forgive, forget, and then everything's okay. That doesn't make it okay, forgiving that person. Forgiving them just releases the hold of the trauma that it has on you. It takes time, for real, and you have to actively do the work. Um, Anything you would have done differently. 5 people said yes. Um, One person said, would have got my get back. Fucked your daddy or your brother. I wrote that in a song also, by the way. I'm just saying. Because sometimes the get back, you want to get back at a person, that's going to hit them in the gut. Like, just cheating with some random ain't going to do it. Sometimes you got to do something that's going to sting. But be careful with that, because you don't want to lose yourself in that process. I had a situation where a guy did me wrong, and I actually tried to go fuck his ex that he was still hung up over. It didn't work though. And then it was starting to work, but then like I had to check myself, like, this ain't even you. This ain't you. Yep, I did that, but I didn't go through with it. Um, would have just fucked him and kept it moving. So instead of building a relationship, she would have just fucked him, and then he would have just been just a fuck. Should have left when I first found out he was on the DL. We listen and we don't judge. Mind y'all business. Should have left. Shouldn't have gotten married. It happens. 3 people said no. I believe sometimes you meet people at the wrong time in life. He wasn't mature enough at the time to know what he wanted or what he had. I'm loving these responses, y'all. Number 10, this is the last one. In hindsight, did you see the red flags and ignore them? Oh, I didn't answer some of these. I'm sorry. So I have healed, by the way. I have. And I have forgiven them. I've forgiven each and every one of them because, like I said, forgiveness is for me. That don't mean I'm gonna take your ass back if you show up at my door crying wolf. And I'm not, so don't. But I forgive them. I know everything happens for a reason, and it made me the person I am today. And as we're gonna continue on, shit happens. Anything I would have done differently, not ignore the red flags, which we're about to get into. So we all see the red flags, but thinking you can change them if you love them enough or fuck on them enough. Yeah, I stayed thinking no one would love me, and that wasn't love. That's true, friend. I was really feeling them, so they ignored the red flags, thinking you can fix them. And then one person said no, they didn't see the red flags. So anybody that's been cheated on, I'm sorry that was your story. But if you're still healing from that, make sure you do the active healing work. And I also want to input this. So even though my ex blamed me for his reasons for cheating, cheating is a personal choice. Because if he had any issues with me, my sex, or lack of, because a lot of times we didn't have sex like that. Half the time I didn't think the nigga even really liked me for real. But you have to take your ownership in it. You have to own your part. Because yes, you were cheated on, it's not right. But if you stayed and then it happened multiple times, you have to hold yourself accountable. And that's not always easy. If there were things lacking, were you easy to talk to? Did they try to communicate their needs to you? So, cheetah, pumpkin eater. So now we're going to move on to the topic of the cheater, the role of the cheater. And yes, I have played the role of the cheater. Gasp, dramatic pause, clutch pearls. I never thought I would be a cheater because it was done to me so many times. My first boyfriend cheated on me. My first husband cheated on me. My situationships cheated on me, if you can even count them. So knowing that hurt and being so disrespected, I can't believe that I actually did that to another person. And so I'll be honest, I actually cheated on my second husband. And there was no reasons for it. I was unhappy. And instead of me just ending our marriage when I should have, because I knew and I saw red flags, when I started to decline in the relationship, I should have maybe tried to talk to him a little bit more than I did. But I made the active choice to get on those apps and seek men and, lie and do things like that. I'm not perfect. I'm not proud of it. And I regret it. I do regret it because he didn't deserve that from me. What he deserved was for me to leave him alone and send him back to his mom. But that's my truth. So the cheater, and his first question, do you regret cheating? So now I have some interesting answers on this one. So one person said yes, two people said no, and then one person said yes and no, laugh out loud. Did you forgive yourself? Um, Three people said yes, one person said no, and then another person said not 100%. I have forgiven myself for it because I had to realize I'm not going to put myself in that situation again. I had to realize the reasons why I was cheating. I was cheating because I was unhappy. I made the choice to. I was no longer sexually attracted to my husband. I'm not going to point out his flaws because this isn't about him, it's about me. Um, Regardless of what he did, I always had the choice to leave, and I did not. Out of comfort, out of fear, out of whatever, I didn't leave, and I did what I did. So, did you own it? Did you own up to it all? I'll be honest, I ain't own shit.